Welcome to our 1-hour project-based Premiere Pro tutorial. Now, you might be wondering why you should watch this video when there are countless videos on YouTube with millions of views. The simple answer is, in just 15 straightforward steps, we will show you how to create this 1-minute project. And the best part is, all the project files you will need are available for download in the video description. Our tutorial starts at a beginner-friendly pace, ensuring that everyone can follow along. We will begin with the essentials: software installation, effective data organization, and project creation in Premiere Pro. Then we will shift into high gear, exploring advanced techniques like seamless editing, captivating transitions, jaw-dropping video effects, animations, and much more. So, if you want a quick, all-inclusive tutorial that takes you from the basics to pro-level editing and provide all the project files you need, look no further. Join us for the next hour and you will emerge with the skills to edit outstanding projects in Adobe Premiere Pro. So without any further ado, let's get started. If you have Adobe Premiere Pro installed, then it is very good. But if it is not installed, you can simply type Adobe Premiere Pro in your browser and then click this link. After that, click on free trial and you will get a free trial for 7 days. It will ask you for a debit or a credit card, but don't worry, you can simply give it right now and at the 7th day you can cancel it. If you still face any problem, then you can ask me in the comments. Organize data in hard drive. I hope that you guys have already downloaded all the project files from the description. After downloading the project files, the first thing that you should do is that you should create a folder that will contain all of your project files. I have named it Adobe Premiere Pro Complete Tutorials, but you can name it anything you want. After that, you should always create these 4 folders: audio, images, videos. Put all of your videos in your videos folder, images in your images folder, and audios in your audio folder. And make a separate folder for render. This will be used at the end of the tutorial. The main advantage of creating these 4 folders is that your data is organized and you can easily move your project from one place to another without any worry of losing data or project files. Create new project. Currently, at the time of this recording, the latest version of Adobe Premiere Pro is 2023 and I will be working on it. If you have previous versions, then don't worry. If there is any change between 2023 and previous versions, I will mention them too. So without worrying about Premiere Pro versions, first we will create new project. To create a new project, simply click New Project from here. Now, in 2023, the project creation window is a little bit different from the previous version. The first thing in 2023 is that you have to give project a name. I will name it. After project name, the next thing you will choose is your project location. This is the place where you have created the project and put all of your media files. So click here, choose location. I will simply go to the folder where I have created all of these files and then select it. Now you can see D Premiere Pro Complete Tutorial is the folder where all of my files are, and this is the name of my project. Then click Create. This is how you create project in Adobe Premiere Pro 2023. If you are using previous versions, then to create a new project you have to click here, New Project. Then this kind of window will open. Now name your project. I will name it Premiere Pro Older Versions. Then again you have to give it a location. Click on Browse and again I am choosing the same location, Adobe Premiere Pro Complete Tutorials, and then click OK. Now guys, if you are properly following along with me, then you should see a Premiere Pro project file in your project folder. Workspaces. If you go to Windows, Workspace, then you can see that there are a lot of workspaces to choose depending on your need. Since the first thing that we do in an editing software is definitely editing, so click here. Now, this is the workspace that we will be working. This is the program window where you will see your final output. This is the timeline where you will put all of your audios, videos, images, and you will cut them or do everything here. This is the portion where you will import your videos, audios, or anything that you want to use in your project. And this is source clip, effects, and some other things that we will look later in the project. If for any reason you make a mess of it, like you just change everything and you don't know how to fix it, so the simple or the easiest trick is this: go to Windows, Workspaces, make sure you are in editing, and then click on reset to save layout. And you can see your layout is back. Import media. There are multiple ways to import media in Adobe Premiere Pro. The two most easiest ones are these. First of all, before importing, make sure you can see project here. For any reason, if you can't see it here, then left click here and choose project from here. Now, double click and choose the media from here. Let's say I want images, so I will double click and go into images. Since I want all of them, simply I will drag it and I will open it like this. And you can see your media here. Now, you can either see them as pictures or you can click here on list view. List view, icon view. I normally like the list view. The second method is that instead of double clicking here, you can simply drag and drop from your folders like this. If I left click here and drag it like this, you can see it's easily here. Or you can also do like this: left click and you can drag the whole folder if you want all the files. So this is how you import media into Adobe Premiere Pro. Just like we have organized the media in our hard drive here, it is also better to organize it in Adobe Premiere Pro. So if you look here, we have all of these videos in our video folder, but we have 3 separate images, so I want to put them in a folder. To create a folder in Adobe Premiere Pro, simply left click here on the new bin and a folder will be created. I will name it images and I will simply select all of these 3 images, left click and drop them in images folder. Plus I will also create one more folder by the name of audio and I will put my audio file here in it. Plus in the future, if we need to import graphics or some other things, we will also create more folders. But for now, this is enough. Create new sequence. After importing all the media files, the next thing that you should do is that you should create a new sequence in your timeline. This is the place where you will put all of your video, audio and images and you will edit them to create the final result that you will see in your program. Now, again, there are multiple ways to create new sequence. You can simply left click here and you can click on sequence. Then you have to choose between them. This is something difficult, especially if you are a beginner. So cancel it. Next, there are 2 easy ways to create sequence. Simply go to your videos and come to your first video. Then method 1, make sure you are on your icon, this icon, then left click and drop it on the sequence. You can see a new sequence has been created in the timeline and you can also see it in your project. Remember, the names are same, but you can see this is your sequence icon and this is your video icon. Now simply select it and delete it from the keyboard. Second method to create a new sequence is this. Make sure your mouse is directly above the video icon. Then select your video by left clicking and then right click and click new sequence from clip. So this is the second way to create the new sequence. After creating the sequence, what normally I do is that I take out my sequence from the video folder. I put it outside my video folder. To do this, again, very carefully left click on the icon and drag it towards the left side. Then close your video. Now you can see that the sequence is outside the video folder. You can see this is your video. If you play it, you can see your video is playing here, and below it is its audio. Now I don't want to use this audio. I only want to use this audio over here. So I want to delete this audio. To delete this audio, what you have to do is that you have to right click over here and you have to click on unlink. This way you can separately select the video and the audio. Now simply click on the delete key and your audio is deleted. Plus, if you look carefully here, this is V1, V2, V3. It stands for video 1, video 2, video 3, and this is A1, A2, A3, audio 1, audio 2 and audio 3. And this is the dividing line for it. Now left click here on your audio and hold it and drag it and bring it all the way till here. We have put our audio and we have put our video here in our timeline. If you want to see your complete audio, then you can left click here and bring it like this to see your audio. Or if you want to look at a specific area, then you can short it like this. Now, instead of doing this, there is also an easy way. Press Alt on the keyboard and use your mouse scroll to zoom out and zoom in like this. Alt and scroll. Now to import another video, simply let's say I want to import this dog one. If I double click here, you can see this is the video of dog one. Now left click on the icon and bring it all the way over here. Now when I bring it over here, you can see the problem is that it is overwriting my audio. So undo it by Ctrl Z and left click and bring it again here. Now what you can do is that you can bring it up like this. Then you can select it, right click and unlink it. Then select your audio and delete it. After that, you can left click and bring it down like this. Now we have imported two of our videos. Then I want to import this one. Double click here, this one, and again it will come like this. Then select it, right click, unlink it, and you can delete it. Again left click and bring it down like this. Now next, import dog B. If you double click here, this is the video that I want to import next. Again I have to import it like this. But if you don't want to do like this and you want your video to directly come over here and your audio to be over here, then you can do one thing. First, simply select and delete it. Now come over here and uncheck this toggle and left click here. Make sure these two are over here. There should be none of these toggles should be checked. Now if you left click here and you bring your video like this, you can see the audio is not overlapping here. Next, right click, unlink and delete this one too. Plus guys, one more thing, this thing can be little bit confusing for you guys. If you feel that you are having trouble in this area, so simply tell me in your comments and I will make a separate video just how to solve these toggles. Now guys, enough importing the videos. It's time to start editing these things first and then later we will import the other videos. Editing tools. Now before we start editing, let's see what the final end result we were looking for. Now if I play the video.
Hello pet lovers, are you ready for some fun with playful pets? Let's begin with dogs.
Okay, now I see two errors in the video that I am making. The first one is that the audio is starting from the start. If I see here, you can see I cannot see any audio over here. It's just a straight line. The audio is starting from here. Even if I play it, you cannot hear any audio. So the first thing I have to do is that I have to cut my audio till here. So again, there are multiple ways. The most easiest one is that I can simply come here, bring my current time indicator over here. Then I will left click over here and I will hold it and I will bring it all the way like this. Then left click here and bring it all the way towards the start. Now if you play, you can see your audio starting from the beginning.
Hello pet lovers, are you ready for some fun with playful pets? Let's begin.
Now, the second mistake that we have done is that we have put the wrong videos at the wrong position. This video should be first and these two should be later. So left click here and move them like this forward. Okay, next I have to bring this over here. So there are two ways. I can left click and bring it all the way like this, or you can simply click here and press the delete key on your keyboard. Now again, play your odd video.
For some fun with playful pets.
You can see the video starting just from here. The way it is doing it, it is just.
Let's begin with dogs, the champion of playfulness.
The moment he is releasing, she is releasing the ball. Now I will drag to see the place from where she is just throwing the ball. Left click on the current time indicator and bring it forward. So somewhere till here I want to start. Again, since it's a separate click, you can left click here and you can bring it all the way like this. And then you can bring this clip over somewhere here. Press Alt on the keyboard and zoom it like this. Now again left click and bring it all the way here like this.
Let's begin with dogs, the champion of playfulness.
Now this clip has been set or edited according to the audio, but there is another issue coming. If you look here, this initial intro has been ended over here, and if I left click here and I try to move it, it is not going to increase its duration because there are no frames after it. So what can we do in a situation like this? There are two options. Either you reshoot it or get a video in bigger size, or you can increase its duration. It will make the video slow, but in our case it will work because our video is already slow.
Hello pet lovers, are you ready for some fun?
And it is not going to matter at all. So again, there are two methods to increase your duration, video durations. First, left click here, hold it and click on rate stretch tool. Now, if you bring your mouse to the end, you will see a different icon this time. You have to now left click, hold it and you have to bring it like this. You can see that the duration has been increasing, and if I bring it here, I am actually increasing it to 18 frames. You can see the duration of the image video has been increased. Now, if I click on my selection tool and I select it and right click, I can also adjust my speed and duration from here. You can see currently it is on 84% and its duration is 4.20 seconds. If I make it 100, then it will come to its original size, and its original size is 4.02 seconds. But again, it will be slow. So you have two options. You can either right click and increase your duration from here like 80 something, or undo it. If you want to do it, you can do it with the rate stretch tool too. It depends on your need. Now guys, play the video and see how it is working right now.
Hello pet lovers, are you ready for some fun with playful pets? Let's begin with dogs, the champion of playfulness. They have
Now, I have easily adjusted two of my videos according to my audio. It's time to set the other video. This one.
they have tons of
If you see,
they have tons of energy and love to play, whether it's fetching sticks or chasing frisbees.
now I have to set it till here, chasing frisbees.
Chasing frisbees.
So for this, since my video is too long and the audio part is small, I will keep it up on the above layer. And I will try to find the end point. This is where I want to end my video. Now again, I can left click here and I can bring it here like this. Or I can use another tool. Undo it. You can click on the razor tool. Then you can come here and you can click at any point where you want to cut the video. So if I select it and I can delete it, you can see the video has been deleted from here. Now I will press shift on the keyboard so that my current time indicator snaps, and I will bring it all the way till here. Then again, I have two ways. I can do it like this, or I can use my razor tool. Now left click and bring it down like this. Move a little bit back and play the video.
They have tons of energy and love to play, whether
from here I want to start the next clip. So again, I can bring it all the way like this. Something like this. Now again, I can bring it like this. Play the video again.
whether it's fetching sticks or chasing frisbees. Dogs make every day an exciting adventure.
Now guys, at this point I want to cut both of them. To cut both of them, simply select your razor tool, press shift on the keyboard and then left click over here. What it will do, it will cut both of them. And I also want to cut this part of the audio too. So again, press shift on the keyboard and left click here. Now go to your move tool, select both of them, delete them from the keyboard. Now come here. Again, you can press delete on the keyboard, then you can select this part and you can press delete again on the keyboard. Or there is another shortcut. Press Ctrl Z again. Instead of pressing 2 times delete, what you can do is that you can simply select it, press shift delete on the keyboard and it will delete and plus bring it close to here. Now play the video.
Dogs make every day an exciting adventure. Now
guys, I have to put the cat video. For it I will come here, left click on the icon and I will bring it all the way like this. Then I will right click, unlink and I will delete this one. Now as far as this footage is concerned, it is again ending nearly at the end. And if I play, it is extremely slow. So I don't want to make it more slow. So what I can do here is that I can simply come over this part and I can decrease my audio like this, and then I will click here and press delete on the keyboard and it will directly snap. Now if I play again,
stealthy play. Despite their reputation for logging, when cats get into mood.
Next, after this, we will come here and we will import the parrot videos. So first double click here. I want this video. So I will left click here and I will again quickly bring it here like this. Then I will right click, unlink and I will delete this. After that, come here. Now again, what we can do here is that we can use our razor tool or we can use another shortcut key which is called Ctrl K. Press Ctrl on the keyboard and then click K. It will cut your selected track. Then again come here and I want to cut this part too. You can, since this part has been already cut, you can trim it too, or you can cut it. Now again I will press Ctrl K on the keyboard, then I will select it and I will press Shift Delete to bring it here. If for any reason Shift Delete is not working, simply delete it and then left click and bring it here like this. Now once more play the audio.
And now let's talk about parrots, the featherhead wonders. Parrots are not just talk.
Come over here. From here I want to use another footage, so I will again trim it like this. Now bring the other parrot video, double click. You can see this one. Left click and bring it like this. Again right click on the video and click on unlink and delete this one too.
Parrots are not just talkative, they are also very playful. They show they are smart by solving puzzles, dancing to music, and imitating sounds from their surroundings. They are like life of the party in the bird's world.
Now from here I want to press Ctrl K again. I want to cut the audio like this. Delete this part, and also as far as this is concerned, I think so the gap is a little bit more, so I want to cut this part too. So Ctrl K, undo, select the audio, Ctrl K, and then again come here. I want to delete a little bit over from here. Ctrl K, select, Shift Delete, and it will snap. If it's not snapping, you can do it manually.
They are like life of the party in the bird's world.
Press Shift on the keyboard, left click and bring it here, and then again press Ctrl K, select it and press Delete on the keyboard to delete it. Click here, press Delete on the keyboard again to bring this here. Now guys, we have edited till here.
They show they are smart by solving puzzles, dancing to music, and imitating sounds from their surroundings. They are like life of the party in the bird's world. Thanks for joining.
For this part we will do it a little bit later, but before that we will do one more thing. Transactions are what bring viewers from one clip to another. Let's see a cross zoom transaction that we have used in this project.
Let's begin with
You can see this was the example of cross zoom transaction. Now we will see how we can apply transactions in Premiere. The first thing I do when I am applying transactions is that normally I mute my audio so that the audio is not disturbing me. If I click here, now you will not hear any audio. If I uncheck it,
ready for some fun with,
then again check it. Okay, after muting the audio, the next thing that I do is that I zoom at the area where I want to apply transaction. After that, you have to open this effects from here, or you can left click here, you can open it from here, or you can simply open it from here. In any case, you will get this window. Then left click here to open all of your video transactions. If you left click here, these are all the dissolved transactions that Premiere provides you. If you look here carefully, there is a blue square with cross dissolve. What this means is that this is our default transaction. If I left click here and I right click and I apply default transaction, you can see there is our cross dissolve transaction. Simply select it, and if you want to delete it, you can delete it. Like if you want to apply the same transaction, you can apply it like this too. Left click and drop it over here like this. If you want to apply some other transaction, you can directly drop it over here too. So this is how you apply transaction. Now left click and delete this one. For this video, I want cross zoom transaction. So I will left click here and I will bring it over here like this. Now select your cross zoom transaction. The first thing is that I don't want my transaction over here. I want half of it to be over here and half of it to be over here. To solve this matter, you have to select your transaction, then you have to go to Effects Control. If you can't see it here, you can simply click on Effects Control and you can see it here. After that, in your alignment, click on Center at Cut. Now half will be here and half will be here. If I play it over here, the speed is too slow. I want to make it short. For this, I can change my duration. Currently, it is 1 second and 6 frames. I will make it approximately, let's say, 18 frames. Now, if I play it, the transaction will be fast. You can see. So this is how you apply transactions. Again, I will move a little bit forward to the place like this over here. Again, I will put a transaction over here. So what I will do, I will left click here and I will drop it over here like this. Then I will select it and I will again click on Cut at Center. As far as the duration is concerned, I will keep it to 12 this time. Now between these two transactions, I want a cross dissolve transaction. So I will left click here and I will drop it like this over here. It is giving me a message, insufficient media. This transaction will contain repeated frames. It is doing for a reason because there are no extra frames on this cat and this parrot start. This cat video end and this parrot start. I'm not going to discuss it in detail. If you want to know about it, tell me in the comments. For now, simply click OK and ignore it. Now play the video. Again, click here and I will change it to 12. Play the video again. Okay, everything is working fine. Now we will create this part.
Like life of the party in the bird world. Thanks for joining us on this adventure into the world of playful pets.
While completing this part, we will be learning effects control, keyframe animation, video effects, and masking. So what are you waiting, guys? Let's get busy. Now guys, if you have carefully observed the video, our final video, you have seen that after this we have seen a little bit of white background and then those images come. So to create the white, you have two options. You can come to your project and here you can import a white image, or you can simply left click here and you can use a color matte. Click OK and from here you can choose white. You can name it white if you want, but since I'm only using one, that's enough for me. And plus again, for the management purpose, I will put it into my images. Then I will left click here and I will bring it all the way like this. Now if you play it, it's coming like this. At this place, I want a transaction and I want a default transaction. So I will right click here and I will apply default transaction, then select it. And if you want to decrease the duration, you can decrease it. I will decrease it to 12. Play it one more time like this. Just mute the audio, and if you see, there are two cat images that are blurred initially and then they become visible and this parrot is coming below. So first what I will do, I will play with these two images. I will import the cat image here down, and on it I will import the dog image like this. Okay, you can see both of them are extremely big in size. So what I will do is that I will select this dog and I will go to my effects control. Remember, effects control is the place where you can have a lot of options. If you select your transactions, you will get your transaction options, and if you select your video, you will get your video options, all of these options, and if you select your image, you will get your image options. So the first thing is that in my motions, I want to play with the scale. I want to decrease my scale. Let's decrease it to 50% since my image is too big. then position X, horizontal position, and position Y, this one vertical position. I will left click here and I will move it like this, or you can simply left click here and you can use your keyboard arrows up and down. If you press shift and then press the up one, it will move fast, and if you keep pressing the shift and you press downward, it will move like this. So it's up to you. I normally play like this. If you open our video, we can see it is covering this much part. So I think so it should be a little bit down like this, and 50 is too much. I think so I need to increase it a little bit. I think so 50 is okay. Now select the cat one. Okay, that's like this. Again, I will select my dog one and I will want to bring my dog one a little bit down like this. Okay, now I'm happy with both of them. The dog one I'm using at a scale of 50 and the positions are like this. For the cat one I'm using at a scale of 100 original scale and its position is like this. Next, if you play your video, you can see two things happen. It was at 0% opacity and then it increases its opacity. And the second thing was that it was blurred and it became visible. It started losing its blurriness. So I have to deal with these two things over here. So press shift on the keyboard and bring it all the way like this here. Now at this place I can apply a cross dissolve. I can apply a cross dissolve and it will give me, but just for the teaching purpose I'm using this opacity map. So I will select it and I will make it 0 like this. You can see at 0 it is like this. Bring it over a little bit like this. Just adjusting a little bit of my timelines. Okay. Now currently I have made it 0, and if I come to the dog one and I will make its opacity 0 too. So at this position I will key its opacity. You can see if I bring it like this or like this, you can see there is a key over here. Now select the cat one and click on this toggle animation. There is a key over here too. And this blue is also indicating that we are exactly above a key. Now if you look here, you can see the position or the timing of your clip. Right now I am at the 54 second. Now I want to apply it for 2 seconds, or you can say 1 second. So 2 seconds I think so will be better. So I just left click over here and from 54 I will change my time to 56 and press enter on the key. Oh, it's just too much. I think so 55 will be better. Yeah, 55 is better for now. Now you can see your current time indicator is over here. I want it to be fully visible. So I will left click here and I will make it like this. Then again, I will select the dog one. I will left click here and drag it all the way like this. Now guys, if you play the animation, you can see it is happening extremely slow. The animation is too slow. I don't want it to be that much slow. So I can change my speed. If you press and hold the shift key and you left click on your current time indicator, you can snap it like this. You can see it is not snapping. So I have come over here. Or you can simply come over here. Now I want to move 10 from here. So what I can do, I can simply make it 11. The first two are the frames, then it is the second, then it is minutes, and then the last ones are the hours. So I can make it 11. And now it is here. Now I want this keyframe to be over here. If I click it and I try to snap it, it will gonna snap it over here very easily. But in case if it is not snapping properly, Ctrl Z to undo it. You can left click here, move it, and then while moving you can press the shift key and it will again snap over here. Now again for the dog one, you have two options. You can simply select it and delete it and make a new key, or you can again simply move it like this and it will snap over here. Now play the animation one more time. You can see now the animation is fast. So guys, this is your basic animation. If you want to know your animation in detail, then comment below and I will make a tutorial for it too. Now guys, if we come to our video and we play it, you can see this picture is coming down like this. Now to animate it, what we will do, we will simply left click here and we will bring this parrot video over here. After this, simply select your parrot video and then in your scaling you have two options. You can left click and hold it and you can manually do it like this, press Ctrl Z, or you can simply left click and release it. In this way it will turn it on like this. Then you can press shift and down arrow key to take it down, shift and up arrow key to move it up, and if you want to do it in single steps, then leave the shift key, simply press down key or an up key. So I think so I'm happy with here like this, and I will bring it up like this, something like this. Yeah, this is where I'm happy with it. Now it's time to animate it. Simply come to the first frame, select it, then take it all the way up like this here. Then click on the position key. After this, decide at what time you want it to be in. I will say I want it to be exactly after 1 second. 55. Now at this point, again you can see one keyframe is already here, but currently there is no keyframe. So at this point, if I left click and start bringing it down, it will start coming in like this, and I want it to be exactly like at this position. Now again, play it one more time. So guys, this is how you use effects controls and this is how you do animation. There is a lot more in animation, but in this tutorial I will not cover it because I want to keep it simple. If you want to know it in detail, then please comment below and I will make a tutorial on it. Video effects. If we see our project, then we can see that at this place they are blurred and they started to become visible. Plus, if you look at the parrot, its sides are feathered and they become sharp from blurred. All of these things are actually called video effects, and how we can do them in Premiere Pro, let's see them how to do it. Okay guys, the first effect that I will apply is that I will apply a feather effect on its edges to make them feathery or little bit blurred. For this purpose, I will again come to my effects. Previously we have done video transactions. Now we will open video effects. In video effects, there are a lot of video effects that you can try on your own, but first I will go for edge feather. So what I can do, if I don't remember in which folder it is, I can simply type its name, feather. You can see it's in transform edge feathers. Again, if you want to open it like this, you can come towards transform, and if you open it, you can see edge feather. Then left click and drop it on parrot. Now you can see if a clip has a effect, then it will be like this green. Next, select it and come over here. Again in your effects control, you can see down here edge feather. Currently it is 4. Let's make it 20. Okay, that's good. 20 is good. I'm happy with 20. But one thing is happening. You can see from the bottom, I can see the background. To solve this, I will simply press shift on my keyboard. Make sure the parrot player is selected. I will press shift on my keyboard and I can bring my current time indicator here. Or I can do one more thing. If I don't want to bring it here like this, I can simply left click here. Left click here. See, it is snapping on the keyframes. Now I will click here and I will bring it little bit down like this. Now play the animation one more time. You can see it's perfect. Now, just like these video effects, we have some presets too, pre-made presets. If you come to your presets and you come to your blur, you can see you have fast blur in, fast blur out. So in these presets, you don't have to do the keyframe animations, these kind of animations. Some of the animation is already done for you and you can edit them if you want. For now, I will simply left click here and I will drop it over here. And again, I will left click here and I will drop it over here. Now guys, you can see all of the video effects that I have used in the original footage are applied over here. The last thing that I have to do is that I have to cut all of these extra spaces. So I can again press shift on the keyboard and can bring it all of them like this. I can simply select all of them and I can press Ctrl, Shift and K. Then I can again select them and I can delete them like this. Masking. Masking can be a little bit difficult for the beginners in Premiere Pro. So if you want to skip it, then you can skip it and you can move to the next section, that is text tools. But I just want to show a little bit of taste of it. So for now, if you select your dog one, there are your effects coming. As far as the fast blur is concerned, I will just close it. And for the cat one too, I will just close it so that I don't see too much of the information. For now, if you just come here and you look at this part, you can see that it's little bit annoying. There is some kind of brownness is coming. To check it, what you can do is that you can temporarily turn off your effects. If I left click here, it is temporarily off. If I select the dog one and I click it here, it is temporarily, for temporary time it is off. Now at this place you see there is a doubling over here. It is because of this cat image. If I turn off my dog layer from here, you can see the cat one is coming till here and I want it to end over here. Now there are two things that you can do for it. You can either go to Photoshop and cut the image from here, or if you are comfortable with masking, I will suggest you do it here. Now select the cat layer, come here to the opacity and click here like this part, and you can see a mask has been applied over here. Then left click here and bring it all the way like this. Then click here and bring it here like this and bring this one like this. Bring it down like this and this over here. Right now, I want a little bit more space over here to work. For this, you can press this shortcut key that is directly above the tab key on your keyboard. Now again, you can left click here and you can bring it like this and you can bring it like this. If you want to take your time a little bit back, you can take it like this too. Or I will again press the shortcut key that is above the tab to bring it here, and I will close my parrot key one more time. Then again bring your mouse over here and press the key that is above the tab. And first I have to select this part. I have to select my cat and then I have to click here on the mask, and now I will press the shortcut key. I cannot see the other 3 frames, so what I can do for this is that I can make it to 75%, or I can even go for 50%. Now I can see all of these things. So what I will do here like this. So guys, I have done it like this, but if you for any reason you are having problem, you can skip this part. Again, bring it to fit better, a lot better, the way I want it to be. Now the only thing is left is that select your dog and again click on fast blur to turn it on. Select your cat and again click on fast blur to turn it on. And as far as the parrot is concerned, this layer, just left click over here to turn it on too. If you see, it is off. If you click here, now it is on. Now play it one more time. So guys, this is how you can do masking. Again, I have only done it with the 4-point mask. You can done it with a circular mask, or you can also free draw. Next, we will make a text like this above the intro. To do it, we will use the text tool. Come to the starting point over here and click here on the text tool. Simply left click here and type your text over here. After this, simply click on the center somewhere and press Ctrl A so that all of the text is selected. Then in your effects control panel, you have to go and click on the text tool here. Then as far as the color is concerned, I want it to be white, but there are few things that I want to do. I want to make it like this, small caps, plus I want to make it like this. This is all depends on you how you want it, and I want it to be down like this. Then I want it to be centralized, and as far as its position is concerned, now I know that it has been centralized like this from here, but I want its center position. So watch it very carefully. There are two things. There is one position of text, okay, and one position of your whole image. So I'm in my text, not in my motion. I'm in my text, and I will come here and I will adjust this position as I want it to be 960 since it is the half of 1920. Then I want to open background. This is my background, and I will increase it like something. I want to give its border, so I will type here 30. I have border over here. If you want to feather it or you want to turn it, you can turn it too, but I don't want to do it like this. I want it to be a little bit down like this. Next, if you want to change its size, you can play with its size too over here. You want to play with its font, you can play with the font. I will leave all of them like this. Now the last thing I want to do is that I want to select it and I want to apply a default transaction, dissolve transaction. So I can right click and I can apply a default transaction over here. So if you play it, you can see it like this. And again, I will select this one and I will press Ctrl D over here again. A default transaction over here too, but this one I want to make it short, like I want to make it of 12 pixels. And over here, I will make it 1. So I don't want it to be 1 second and 6 frames. So what I can do is that I can write 1 and like this 00, and it will be 1 second long. So if you play it right now, you can see all of our work has been done. Now unmute it and you can play it one more time if you want to play it and see.
Hello pet lovers, are you ready for some fun with playful pets? Let's begin with dogs, the champion of playful.
I just want to do one more thing over here, so I will zoom over here, and I think so it should be it should end somewhere here, like before this cross dissolve. It will look better.
Hello pet lovers, are you ready for some fun with playful pets? Let's begin with dogs, the champion of playfulness. They have tons of energy and love to play, whether it's fetching sticks or chasing frisbees. Dogs make every day an exciting adventure. Now, let's talk about cats, the master of stealthy play. Despite their reputation for logging, when cats get into mood, the fun never stops. They enjoy playing with feather wands, laser pointers, or even crumpled piece of paper. And now, let's talk about parrots, the featherhead wonders. Parrots are not just talkative, they are also very playful. They show they are smart by solving puzzles, dancing to music, and imitating sounds from their surroundings. They are like life of the party in the bird world. Thanks for joining us on this adventure into the world of playful pets.
Now guys, I am happy with all of my work and the editing is done as far as I am concerned. Export final video. Now I want my timeline to be converted into a video so that I can distribute it to my clients or family members. For this purpose, you can, if you are in Adobe Premiere Pro 2023, you can simply click on the export or you can press Ctrl M shortcut key. But if you are pressing Ctrl M, then your timeline should be selected. And I just see that my sequence name is intro right now here. So what I will do, I will go to my project and I will change its name. I will simply left click here and change it to name sequence. Yeah, this is better name. Okay, now I will press Ctrl M over here or I can click on the export. In both the cases I will get the same result in Adobe Premiere Pro 2023. Next, give your file a name. Let's say I want to call it Best Playful Pets for Endless Entertainment. And as far as the location is concerned, in my project folder, I always render all of my projects in my render folders. This is the folder that I have made in the start, if you remember. Then I will click save. Now, as far as the presets is concerned, if you left click here, you can see there are a lot of presets over here. If you want to have some more, you can simply click here and you can see there are so many presets over here. Since I want to export it to YouTube, I will type YouTube and you can see all the YouTube presets are over here. I will choose YouTube 1080p Full HD and click OK. Now it will make all the settings over here. If you want to change it, you can change it, but I will say that's enough and simply click on export. And now your final video will be exported into the folder that you have selected. Now guys, if you are using the older versions than 2023, like 2020 or something else, then the procedure will be slightly different. Now again, you can select the timeline and you can press Ctrl M on the keyboard and your output will be here. It will be like this. Then from the format, choose H.264 and then from the preset, it's up to you, whatever you want. But if you're outputting it for YouTube, you can choose YouTube Full HD or you can choose 1080p high quality or you can choose match bitrate. It's up to you. I normally use YouTube 1080p Full HD. Then you can left click here, you can give your file a name, whatever you want, and you can again render it in the renders folder the same way we have done it previously. And then you will click on export and it will render it for you. The final note, if you have watched this complete video, then you will be able to do your projects, but you have to, I will recommend you guys to watch other videos, not the complete one, but specific topic wise as soon as you get some time so that you guys can develop your expertise. There is a lot in Premiere Pro that I haven't covered because the main aim of this video was not to make you an advanced user, but to get you guys quickly able to edit your projects. And I hope that you guys are now able to do your projects. You might face some difficulty, but you can watch other videos. There are tons of videos on YouTube, or you can, if you don't find any video, then you can tell me in the comments and I will make it for you.